welcome to episode 26 of Scouting for Goals. They're called as Journeymen here on YouTube. Semi-finals of the playoffs today. Chester at home, one apiece in the league. We beat them 4-2 and they beat us 2-0, so it's 4-4 on aggregate. Win this, we go one better and get to the playoff final, which we didn't manage to do last year. Lose these playoffs and we're going to get sacked. It's as simple as that. Hopefully you're going to see two games, not just the one. Let's see how we get on. And here we go then, it's that time again, the playoffs. Big match at the York Community Stadium. I'm playing against Graham Wesley, who I can't stand as a manager in real life. So I've got him to play against. Let's have a look. Unfortunately, we didn't finish second. It went down to the last game of the season, if I can look at the league table. It went down to the last game of the season. Unfortunately, we managed to beat Brackley away 1-0 and cement third place. So, fortunately, we got away with that. First round, Chester beating Gloucester 1-0 and Chorley beating Stockport, which leads to this, the semi-finals, which is us at home against Chester and Altrincham against Chorley. I really don't want to play Chorley in the final, should we get there, but we're not even thinking about that. As we have a look at the schedule, you saw, I believe last, you saw Chorley. We then lost 2-1 to Curzon Ashton before a Reese Miller goal on his debut gave us a 1-0 win away at Brackley, and God, we had to defend, and defend we did. So Chester beat us 2-0 when we played them at their place, but earlier on in the season we beat them 4-2. I think it were early on. I know you're probably screaming at the screen saying you can see it. Oh, there it is. Look, first game of the season, in fact, we beat them 4-2. So not an easy game by any stretch of the imagination, but hopefully Flanagan's showing pleasing progress. We'll do this press conference, I believe, yeah. Graham Wesley has evidently been feeling the pressure a lot going into the match. We're confident we can play our natural game. I'm not really arsed about him, if I'm honest. Regardless of what I think. How much significance? That's fair enough. Will you be looking for more experienced players to help the younger ones? Of course. Yes, he's been very impressive. Flanagan, scouting for goals. Yep, I have faith in the players. Yep, just concentrating on this tie. Will Owen Beck? I doubt it. Josh Casey thrives on important matches. What he's going to have to do. Owen Beck is out injured for these games. We are glad for the rest. So we should be fully rested going into this game. I hate the playoffs as well. We lost last year on penalties. So hopefully we can go one better. Saving game, of course it is. Hopefully we can go one better and get the win today. I'm not confident. I'm not confident at all. We tweaked the formation again the last game. We put one behind the front two, and that's something we will switch to if we need it. But Brackley weren't convincing. I mean, they should have beat us, but we got a goal and we held on for dear life. I was very defensive. My wing backs were no nonsense full backs towards last 10 minutes, and we just had to defend and defend well. So the team to play in this Vanarama National League North semi-final. I'm just looking if there's any changes that I want to make. I don't. So it's going to be Langley in goal. A back five of Hines, Austin, Jr. Harrison Neal starts at centre half alongside Josh Casey, who apparently loves big games. This is a big one. Flanagan, Scholes and Andy Crutchley start as the midfield three, with Hector Ingram as the deep line forward behind Edwards as the poacher. Let's get into it. Harrison Neal's lacking a bit of match sharpness, but he's 6'4". He helps me deal with the set pieces, and hopefully he can have a good game. We are at home. We have got home advantage, and passionately, I'm going to say passionately, I'm going to say I expect you to come back as finalists. They've listened keenly. Have you picked the right team for the occasion? I certainly hope so. I'm expecting a fascinating contest. Well, no, I'm not going to put that. We have to disrupt what they want to do and not let them do it to us in return. That is fair. Hopefully we can put it in their ambitions. I guess we're about to find out. I don't like commenting on opposition players. And it's Chester to kick off at the York Community Stadium, which has already seen one promoted side this season. Let's hope it's about to see another. Flanagan, let's see how these early exchanges happen. Just make sure on that. And Langley will collect. It's going to be nervy. It's going to be a nervy one in the rain. But hopefully we can do it. And if we get to the final, all well and good, we'll prepare for that as Altrincham go 1-0 up. And the one player on the pitch that I could not afford to get injured was probably Tariq Hines. And now there is a decision to be made. It's got to be Craney, hasn't it? Craney's going to have to play at wing back. He could play full back. On automatic, maybe. A full back on support. That might suit him a little bit better. We'll go for that. So Martin Craney comes on after 11 minutes. That's a big attacking threat of ours in Hines that's gone. But it's a cagey affair so far. We've definitely got highlights on. Flanagan blocks the cross, goes out to block the second. Chester attacking us though, as it's sprayed across to our left hand side. Casey will go in, but he's got an overload. Casey. Langley makes a good save. It were a good move by Chester, you can't deny him that. Corner now, defend properly. Oh, Nick Austin misses the header. Fortunately, it goes out for a goal kick, and Chester do look like they're having the better of this now. Although we're edging possession. Come on, boys. Go one better. It's not been a good first half. Flanagan's on a 6.3 and Chester have a free kick. Please don't. It's whipped in. It's headed. Oh, and it's just wide. But this has not been a positive start from us. Look at this. We haven't had a shot. We owe Chester. Is there anything we can do here just to sort of get us in game a little bit more? I'm going to take that off. I don't want us overlapping down right if I can help it. And I might just switch us to attacking. Thinking behind that, it might just help us a little bit. Might just get us a bit more on the front foot and hopefully push us up the pitch a little bit. Craney down the right to Edwards. Edwards now. This right hand channel wins the corner, and that's a positive start to the second half. Flanagan will trot across to take. Flanagan steps back, whips in right footed. It's not gone to Hector Ingram, but Crutchley Jr. will pick up. Don't lose it there, and he has. And the tactical foul won't be the worst thing in the world. And that is perfect. Well done. Probably could have done it a bit sooner, but there we go. And it's another Chester free kick that's whipped in. Langley collects well. Can we break? Can we break? No, we can't. Apparently we can't. Nothing stupid. Nothing stupid. It's launched down this left-hand side. Hector Ingram doesn't hold it up well. And Chester have possession again. And it's not looking particularly good for us at this moment in time. We don't seem to be able to keep hold of the ball. Let's Chester knock it long, but Neil does well. Scholes now. Scholes knocks one over the top. Hector Ingram takes a good touch. Strikes one left footed, and it's a good save by the Chester goalkeeper. But signs of recovery from us. We will demand more. Flanagan's on a 6.2. What a game to have this type of game. We've come really back into it this second half though, it must be said. Nick Austin's on a 7. 65 minutes gone. Come on lads. Flanagan closing in. Come on, win it. Win it and break. Craney trying to win the ball, can't. We're forcing them back well here. However, they've played that nice. They've got an option on that right hand side. Shows them not to use it. Scholes wins it. Plays the ball. Jamal Hector Ingram's 1-on-1. And Jamal Hector Ingram scores the goal that might take... that might kill me. But might take scouting for goals even to Wembley. Scholes won it well. Nick knocks it over the top. And Jamal Hector Ingram takes it round the goalkeeper. And now... Can we just be calm? Can we get ourselves to the final? Hector Ingram holds on to it well. Does very well. Crutchley now out to the left hand side. Casey whips in left foot and Edwards. And Edwards is just over. But it's positive signs. It's positive signs. I don't particularly want to change much. Let's hold it as it is. 85 minutes gone on the clock. Come on, boys. Defend well. Defend well. We have got a free kick. It's whipped in. Oh, and it's collected well by their goalkeeper. And now is the time. I do want to change back to defensive, especially after Martin Craney misses that interception. He's beaten him as well. And it's just wide. And that is going to be the cue to switch it. Very defensive. Take your time, boys. Take your time. So we've gone very defensive there. Tempo much lower. Wasting frequently. And be more disciplined. Now is the time to just... Bit of game management now. Take your time. No rush. And we've got an highlight. We don't want highlights. Neil. Nothing daft. Langley knocks long. Edwards flicks it on. Oh, and Hector Ingram can't quite get on it. Crutchley Jr. will pick it up. Nothing daft. Neil back to the goalkeeper. Langley smashes upfield again towards Edwards. Wins the flick on again. Craney this time does well. Austin long again. We're not keeping the ball. Flanagan wins the header. Edwards is trying to get there again. Can't. Craney, can he defend well on this right? He's stopped the cross, and that's a mistake from Chester, but they keep hold of possession. Strike one, and Langley has to palm it wide. And we are defending. Keeper punches. Casey flicks on. There's going to be a substitution should we get the chance to make it, and Jordan Edwards will come off for Reese Miller just to kill some vital time. You can hear the whistles going round the York Community Stadium. Schools keeps hold of it just. Casey, hold it there. And that's a free kick. More precious seconds as this clock ticks down. Casey, I can't believe we're knocking this into the box, but we have done. And surely, referee, with 30 seconds over, kicked upfield, and scouting for goals will contest the playoff final. Get in there. Get in. Delighted for you all. We are. Oh, wow. And we will be playing Altrincham in the final, which amazingly is going to be at their ground. I'm going to give Terry Kynes an injection. Graham Wesley's had to apologise to his fans, that's fine. Right then, so what will happen now is I will do this pre-match press conference. We'll do the build-up to the game. And we'll see you for the playoff final. So here we go then. Playoff final day. Team is Langley in goal, Hines, Austin, Junior, Neil and Casey at left wing back. Midfield three of Flanagan, Cole Scholes, who was outstanding in the semi-final, with Andy Crutchley as the roaming playmaker, Hector Ingram and Edwards as the front two. The big team news is that Tariq Hines starts after he's had an injection, and hopefully he's going to get through this game. We have got Martin Craney on the bench again to come on should we need him, but I felt that Hines is a big threat for us and could do well. Bit of background, we're unbeaten in the last 4 games against Altrincham, so, but I don't like any of that. It doesn't really matter when it comes to this. So this is it then. All the season and all the saves so far, and probably the save as a whole comes down to this. If we lose this, I'm out of a job. But let's go in, let's be positive, be passionate. We've had a team meeting, we've practiced penalties, we've had the big match preparation. I want to take the pressure off us if I can. I want to take the pressure off us. What we got? Well, in fact, no. Let's talk about the fans. Let's talk about the fans and let's do it for them. This could be the last time we see all them players. I'm happy that we've worked with players of that calibre. Well, I don't know what happened there, but anyway, we're back. So that's not an ideal start to the day, is it? Right then, and off we go. We kick off, kicking from left to right. Neil out wide to Casey. Casey down the left-hand side. Remember, we are away at Altrincham here, and we win an early free kick. The last thing we practiced in training, what I put on, were set pieces. As we whip in left-footed, but obviously it doesn't warrant a highlight. We are attacking. Because we were much improved after that little tactical switch in the last game. So we are attacking, and hopefully we can make some headway in this game. Casey, free kick whipped in. Oh, and Edwards, Jordan Edwards, who scored over 20 goals this season, couldn't get the header on target. But it's nice to see us threatening early doors. And again, it's a tense, cagey affair, and Jordan Edwards is injured. Do we ever get the chance to put a team, oops, it is it, that we want to? And it will be Reece Miller, who has played 2 appearances, who has had 2 appearances, was not expected to pull any trees up, but will come on early in this playoff final. And now it's big responsibility on Hector Ingram's shoes now. He's the main man up top. Free kick to Altrincham, and we go 1-0 down. We go 1-0 down. And I mean, the disappointment to lose a striker and then for that to happen. In space of a couple of minutes. Scholes tries to win the ball back but can't. Andy Crutchley skips through 2 challenges. Reece, he's put it through a third. Andy Crutchley, oh, and he could have scored. Did brilliantly up until the finish. But we collect again. Austin into Flanagan. Hines looking to attack him. And wins a corner. Flanagan will trot across to take. Maybe that's just spurred us on a little bit. Flanagan now. Whipping him right-footed. Austin. Back out to Flanagan. Back to Austin. Flanagan again. Whips across to Casey. Casey, oh, and blasts over right-footed. On his weaker side. It's another free kick. Casey knocks it over the top. Miller. Oh, and Reece Miller tried the clever little dink over the keeper, but it's a good save. Pressure coming from us though. Flanagan. Again, right footed doesn't beat the first man. Neil will collect. Neil, Austin, Junior, Andy Crutchley. Oh, he tries to play out to the left, but it's a bad ball. And Altrincham will have a goal kick. Oh, I can't believe we've lost a striker. And we're going to get to half time and we're 1-0 down. Come on, boys. Come on. Right, we give it until 60 minutes. If we're not pulling up any trees, we'll switch it to a 4 and bring an extra attacker on. Hines knocks it up long to Miller. Miller, nice knockdown to Flanagan. Hines is overlapping, but Hector Ingram doesn't find him. Andy Crutchley now. Left-hand side, Casey. Casey takes a touch, left footer, delivers. Tariq Hines! Tariq Hines! Tariq Hines! Risking this game. We've given him an injection to get through this one last game of the season. And Tariq Hines takes a touch and slots it in the bottom right-hand corner. It were a nice ball out to Casey. Whipped him well, took a touch and side foots it. Keeper will be disappointed near post, but do we care? Absolutely not. And now, come on lads. Harrison Neal knocks it up long and Hector Ingram's took a great touch. He's played it to Miller. Oh, and Reece Miller should score. Flanagan, corner, whipped in, and it's headed away by Altrincham. Reece Miller should score there. Really should. We've got more defending to do now. And that is a wonderful save from Langley as Hines smashes downfield. Come on, boys. Oh, I'm going to drop him a bit of praise if we get this, which we have. Flanagan. Don't lose it there. He doesn't. Plays a nice ball. Austin. Nothing daft. Langley now. Calms it down. Harrison Neal. Looks to knock long up to Miller. He does. It's a good touch from Reece Miller. Reece Miller strikes one. It's way wide, to be fair. We'll drop a bit of praise. We are playing quite well. I'm looking at Schools in midfield. Miller also. It's us down this left-hand side. Casey into Miller. Miller does well. Knocks it into the box. Ingram. Flanagan down to Crutchley. Hines is on the right if we spot him. And we haven't. Neal down to this left-hand side. It's not the best ball, but Casey will keep it in. Whips in left-footed. Oh, and Scholes possibly should have done better there. But this is tense. This is tense. Let's get creative. Oh, God, this is tense. Miller's not having the best of games. And Altrincham have an highlight down this right hand side. They've got a free strike on the edge of the box. And Langley didn't get there. Langley didn't get there. And now we've got to think, what are we going to do here? Schools isn't having a good game. No, he's not having a bad game now. Neal. Rodman's the obvious one. We need him as poacher, and we'll have him as deep line forward on attack. Very attacking. He's going to have to be roaming playmaker. And that really is last throw of the dice. Hines now, down this right hand side. Change is not taking effect yet, but it's gone out for a throw-in. They will take effect now. Scholes with a long throw. And it is a long throw. Miller. Oh, terrible header. That's an unbelievably bad header. Austin can't get back. Scholes can. Langley collects. Come on, lads. Come on. Time is running out. It really is. And I think that this will be the end. Unless something magical happens here. Casey, left-footed, and it's blasted away by Altrincham, and that is it. Scouting for goals lose the playoff final. It's awful, isn't it? And that is it, really. And I think that the inevitable, oh, I can't even say it after that disappointment. The inevitable will happen here. And the board have requested a meeting to discuss my position at the club. Two playoffs, two defeats, another season at this level. Players that are now going to have to leave, and there's a pretty good chance that I don't come out of this board meeting with a job. Tomorrow's video will be interesting, won't it? If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like, and we shall see you next time, whether we're here or not. See you later.